I'm going to just do a brief overview. I know folks are trickling in and out of the room, but I'm just going to do a brief overview of the Great Plains IDeA-CTR. We realize that some of you have probably never heard of the IDeA-CTR or know very little about it. So we wanted to give you an overview of what it is that we do so that you can also take advantage of the services and activities and events that we offer through the network. So the Great Plains IDeA-CTR has 4 overarching goals for the center. It's housed at UNMC, or University of Nebraska Medical Center, but we do have partnering sites that also help us to implement these 4 overarching goals. And ultimately, these 4 goals are helping us to improve health, which is why we're all, I'm sure, here. So as I said, we have partnering sites. So the main team is at UNMC, but we also have sites, institutional partners across the state, as you can see. We focus on the state in terms of health, but we do partner with other CTRs that are in the region or around the country. We are one of, is it 10, Emily, CTRs across the country? Yeah, they are always popping up, but we are one of many that are across the country. And the IDEA, the states that have the IDeA-CTRs are states that typically have not received funding through the NIH as consistently as other states or universities. So we have different partners. Our partners that are local is Boys Town National Research Hospital, UNO, Creighton University, the VA, and then, sorry, the acronyms throw me off a little bit. I think I got everybody. Yes, and then all of the University of Nebraska institutions, so UNK, UNL, as well as UNO. So each IDeA-CTR has different cores. Our IDeA-CTR has a total of 6 cores. As you can see, they're all acronyms and they're all here on the right side for you all. Shinobu and Abraham were presenting and they talked a little bit about their core, which is the BIRD core, BERD. And so those is where you can get services, as she mentioned, if you need help with research designs and pulling those together. But I want to point your attention to our core, which is the Community Engagement and Outreach core that's hosting this institute today. And that's the CEO. Who are we? This is who we are. I am the director of the Community Engagement Outreach Core. And then, of course, Fabio, which I'll introduce here in just a moment, is the co-director with me. And then the rest of our team is also present in the room. You have Dave here, raise your hand, Dave, who is serving as the chair of our Community Advisory Board. And we also have Dr. Heidi Keeler, who presented earlier this morning, who works as the community liaison and connecting us with the different partnering sites in terms of community engagement for our IDeA-CTR. And then, of course, I'm sure you all received numerous emails from Emily Frankel in the back. She is the coordinator and PBR community program manager. So she helps to oversee the practice-based research network, which is basically a conglomerate of different clinics across the state who are working together in a network in order to advance research in the clinic setting. So in our core, I won't bore you with all the details, but we have 3 specific aims that we attempt to meet, and every core in our IDeA-CTR has aims. And our aims focus really on establishing regional health priorities and increasing capacity to conduct community engaged research that address priorities. So that really is the purpose of this institute today, is really try to address that aim and making sure that we are increasing capacity to conduct community engaged research. Second, we facilitate the production of high quality and locally relevant community engaged research that advances CTR. That would be in your packets, we shared with you the pilot awards that we offer through our core. So if you are interested in that, that's an opportunity to help advance the work that you're doing with regards to community engagement. And then lastly, we expand dissemination of network research findings, project opportunities, and resource availability across members, communities, our practice-based research network, and different stakeholder groups. So that in a nutshell is what our team is set up to do. We offer a number of different services through our core. One of them is obviously attending this institute. And don't forget, after this full day, there are still 4 virtual sessions that you can participate in. In addition to that, we offer consultations. So if any of you in here are starting new community engaged research projects, need some support, or just want to pick somebody's brain about how you can just improve the design, the implementation, dissemination, whatever it might be for your projects, you can set up a consultation with us, and we'd be happy to meet with you. We've done several this year, so we're geared up to help you out if that's what you need. We also, like I said, have those CAP awards for different funding opportunities for your projects. And then our group also has what's called the Community Engagement Research Interest Group. And that group really is trying to get community and research investigators together in order to talk about some of the challenges that may happen with doing community engaged research, but also helping to support one another in doing that work and sharing ideas. So if you want to join that, please let us know and we can get you involved in that if you're not already a part of it. So just wanted to give you some of that information to give you an overview of the IDeA-CTR as a whole, but then specifically for our community engagement course so that you can take advantage of the services that we provide.